Ascent Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Conscience Incorporated, Pursue Profits While Protecting Human Rights by Michael Posner. Preface by Hillary Rodham Clinton. Narrated by Tom Beyer. Preface. Hillary Rodham Clinton. I first met Michael Posner through his work at Human Rights First, the human rights nonprofit that he co-founded and ran. I was incredibly impressed by his ability to understand the nuances of complicated issues and the interests of varied constituencies, while remaining a clear-eyed advocate for justice and liberty. So when I became Secretary of State in late 2008, I knew there was no one better to take on the role of Assistant Secretary of State for Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor, DRL, than Mike. He understood the conflicting priorities the State Department was navigating around the world, and I was grateful for his insights as we discussed possible outcomes and charted a diplomatic course. It was that same skill and adaptability that made me confident Mike was the right person to chair the Voluntary Principles on Business and Human Rights, an international group of governments, corporate actors, and NGOs that works to advance human rights principles in the oil, gas, and mining sectors. As part of his effort to build a business and human rights team at DRL, Mike led the State Department's engagement with the principles and helped shape labor policy in some of the most fraught industries and regions in the world. With Conscience Incorporated, Pursue Profits While Protecting Human Rights, Mike shares his expertise with a wider audience and expands it even further into the intersection of roles that the public and private sectors have in advancing human rights. Corporate action cannot and should not ever replace meaningful governmental policy and oversight. But in an increasingly globalized world, the influence of large companies is greater than ever, and it can work in concert with public interests and guidance. Consumers and citizens increasingly expect companies to act responsibly and to support the best interests of society. But corporations struggle to meet those expectations. Large multinational companies are often reticent to engage on ethical and social problems.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?